Hey there folks, Rel here. Today we're going to be continuing on with the YouTube Proper series, which is a short series dedicated to helping you become more successful at YouTube from a career standpoint. In the last episode, we talked about finding your niche, which is absolutely vital in this extremely competitive and overcrowded industry. So let's say that you've settled on a niche, or a niche, depending on how you want to pronounce it. You know the direction that you're trying to go, and you'd like to really start putting in the work to make your channel successful. The focus right from the start is to put out the best possible quality you can with your current knowledge and setup. Then you constantly build and improve upon that. And when I talk about quality, at least as it pertains to your actual video, I'm talking about two different things. Your technical quality is the most obvious one, so proper audio, good script writing, relevant footage, good editing, etc., etc. And the other element is your gift. And your gift is what you're giving to your audience without asking for anything in return. And I'm not talking about contests or giveaways. I'm not talking about showcasing subscriber comments in your next video. When I put out a video, I want it to meet at least one of three goals, and better if I hit all three. I want my video to be interesting, helpful, and entertaining. This is my gift to the audience, and each person is going to interpret those gifts a little bit differently. Some people will get all three, and some people might not get any at all. But if I can make my video interesting, or thought-provoking, maybe provide a new way of thinking, or helpful by getting someone to play better, or teaching someone something that they did not already know, or entertaining, so even if they already knew everything I said, they weren't even listening to the commentary, as long as they enjoyed the footage, or the comedy, or the editing, then that is mission accomplished for me. So from a technical standpoint, you can only do what you can do. I mean, if you don't have the money for an expensive microphone, then you use your headset or you use your iPhone to record, and you've set the video up that way. Set aside money from your day job and then slowly upgrade your equipment, get a better headset, get a better microphone, get a new graphics card that makes the game look prettier. That stuff, that happens over time, and there's no shame in starting with whatever you just have lying around. That's what I did, that's what a lot of people did, and then you progress. The same goes for video editing. If you have no clue how to use a higher-end video editing program, then you don't. You start with Windows Movie Maker, which is free, or use the other free ones that are on YouTube that they have built in, and then you become better over time. So obviously try to upgrade your technical quality over time, but start with what you can afford and what you can understand. The same thing with your gift. If my commentary is boring, or if I drone on, or if I ramble, if I make mistakes, how can I clean that up and provide something more interesting, helpful, and entertaining the next time around? I originally started doing YouTube with live commentary, and if you dig deep enough into the archives, then you can find some pretty embarrassing stuff, but I would make the video, and then I'd watch it, and then I'd talk over it, and that's kind of how I did things. But I and others recognized that there was a lot of verbal filler when I spoke, so a lot of ums, ers, so yeahs, and that sort of thing. And I really sucked at live commentary, and I still suck. And talking and shooting is the hardest thing in the world for me, which is a big part of why I don't do Let's Plays in the first place. So to give the audience a better experience, I started script writing, I started pre-recording my audio, and a lot of people like that. It's actually what one of the things that defines me as a channel now, I think. It provided a better experience to everyone watching, and that is a gift. Now from time to time, I put out a video where I'm just talking, off the cuff or opposed to working from a script, and I usually mention that beforehand, because people know that it's something that I like to work on and become better at, and that too is a gift. Including the audience in that learning experience, giving them an opportunity to watch me fail and help me improve. So your technical quality and your gift, those are elements of your video itself, but quality content goes well beyond what you're just showing people. It's the interaction you're providing to your audience as well. And this is the experience you're providing, right? You're trying to create a community, and a community is a group of people with similar values and beliefs. Your channel should be an experience, not just a place where people can watch videos when they're bored. Encourage others to comment on your videos. Ending your videos with a question is a good way to do this. Also, try to get the audience to help out other subscribers by having them answer questions, answer the questions among themselves and provide feedback and that sort of thing. Respond to comments, and you don't have to respond to all of them, but you should at least respond to the ones that make sense. The ones that aren't trolling, the ones that benefit the community as a whole, and the ones that contribute to the quality of the channel. And as your channel grows, this is going to become more difficult, more time consuming to accomplish, but it is very worth it. Also, you should probably set up email notifications so that whenever you receive a comment, it's posted right to your email, and then you can click on the link that's in the email, you can be taken right to the comment, and then you can respond to it. Respond to your messages as well, so not just the comments, but also the private messages. And same principle here, but sometimes people will have their contact lock on. Hint, hint, subscribers, please turn it off. It makes it so that you can't respond back to people who ask you the questions, so you kind of have to leave them hanging. Or you can track them down, find their own channel, you can post a comment on their board asking them to turn the contact lock off, or you can find that comment and then respond to it and then ask them the same thing, please turn the comment lock off, or you can just ignore it. And that's not the best choice, but time management also becomes a huge issue as your channel grows. You should always be humble and be thankful. I cannot stress this enough. People need to know that you value the feedback that they are providing and that you're going to try to act on the good bits of advice. Acting like the #1 king of the internet is stupid. It's childish. It's a major turnoff to your subscribers. A lot of people, they focus on the me. They'll show up in my comments below like, oh, I have a channel too, and why didn't you consider me as the best YouTubers or whatever's? And a lot of the times they'll get personally butthurt. And it's fine that they have those feelings, but they don't need to express them, especially in that way. And it's a major turnoff to your subscribers, not just on your channel, but on other channels when people see you comment as a YouTuber. So just be humble, be thankful, always, always, always. So your technical quality, your gift, and experience all contribute to quality content. They are the things that you should work on, the things that you should do. But there are also some things that you should not do as well. Minor evils, as it were. And I'll just list off the ones that I can think of. The first is stop making stupidly long intros. Not your verbal introductions necessarily, but your intro animations for sure. If an intro takes up more than 10 to 12 seconds of my time, you're wrong. It's a major turnoff whether you realize it or not. And just for everybody's awareness, mine is actually 3 seconds. The actual animation is based off a template, but it has my logo dropped into it, obviously. And that's 10 seconds long, normally. So I shrunk it down. Looking at the intro, it just doesn't make sense that it would be that long. The point you're trying to convey is your branding, right? You're trying to give people something recognizable that they can associate with you. And that does not take a lot of time, and it should not take up a quarter of your video, especially for people who do montages and things like that. This video brought to you by this person and this person in association with this person and this person. Guess what? You can save that for the end. But since we're on the topic of intros, stop talking about things I may not care about for longer than you need to. Introductions are important, right? It's important to frame what people are about to watch so that they understand the overall flow of the video. But I've seen some people talk for like 3 to 5 minutes about why they're doing things and what problems they're having and blah 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 blah. This is what's going on with my life. This is what's affecting my channel. And then they'll get on to the actual content of the video. Channel updates should be completely separate, and that's what that is. That's a channel update. Your video should not be a time capsule of all the issues you are having at the moment, unless it pertains to the video itself. So if you're sick, if your voice is all jacked up, people are probably going to ask in the comments below why you don't sound like your normal self. So yes, you tell people you're sick and then you move on to the actual content, and that's pretty much it. Keep your introductions to the content under a minute if you can help it. Less is even better. The last minor evil you should avoid in the vein of video introductions is stop asking people to subscribe or like your video at the beginning. That is like asking someone who you have never met to do you a favor. If you're going to ask people to like and subscribe, which you should, that's important. A lot of people, they just won't pay attention. Like, oh, I should probably hit the like button because I did like this video. It'll just click in their mind. But do it at the end. Or you can also do it like in an annotation form, just a little word that says subscribe toward the middle of the video. And this one really drives me nuts, so I'm kind of going to go off on it. But when people ask for subscriptions up front, it shows the audience that all you care about is yourself, and that all you care about is watching that little number next to your channel name go up. If you're on YouTube for that reason alone, then you're doing it wrong. Subscriber count is a result, it's not a reason. So those are the 3 big ones that I can think of, but other things you should avoid are creating bad thumbnails, which we're actually going to do a video on in itself, Putting tags or annoying things at the beginning of your title is also a huge one. And a good example, or a bad example, I guess, is Techno Acts, right? Techno Acts will always put Techno Acts is free royalty music at the start of his title, and it's extremely annoying. It's good for search engine optimization, but it's bad for people who actually want to know what they're clicking on. Unfortunately, he has okay thumbnails, which give people some idea of what they're in for, but that's pretty much it. How his title should probably look are name of the song, style of the song, so dubstep, chill step, whatever, and then Techno Acts is royalty-free music. So it still encompasses the same elements. You take a slight hit on the search engine optimization of things, but people will think that it's interesting and then they're more inclined to click on it. So those are a handful of bad things that you should avoid doing, but overall, remember that your technical quality, your gift, and your experience, all of it create quality content. It's not enough to just have really good videos nowadays, unless you get lucky and things go viral. You do not need subscribers, you do not need partnerships, you just need to start making videos, putting in the work, and constantly improving. If this video has been interesting, helpful, or entertaining, please feel free to like, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel, and if you have anything else you'd like to add or any questions, and if you like where the series is going, then just drop a comment or a video response below. The next episode we're actually going to be taking a look at how to find your first few subscribers and then start building a subscriber base. And I know that's a really big one, so hopefully I'll be able to kick that out pretty soon. Thanks very much, folks. Rel signing off.
I am grateful to you.